I want to do a sharing moment with you all. So probably I thought I'd just do it live and I could just save it later on my IG stories. Alright, so hello, just hold on. So I'm gonna share with you my life planner and a goal setting book. Okay, so basically this is a Moterm planner binder. Well, technically I just have this planner binder as for now. Okay, normally I don't. I use the life planner using my Kate Speed, but my Kate Speed planner is somewhere in the box, so I transferred. Okay, so you all know that I normally change binder to one another depending on my mood. Hi, so so it's like not permanent, a binder thing where you put every content in the binder, so I always change them up. Okay, that's why you will see I have a lot of collections, because I will always get bored. Okay, so yeah, this is a Moterm. I really like Moterm. This is the only one that I own. It's the white, or is it like cream? Yeah, because of the filter, but then it's still white for me. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna share you my life binder. I've been sharing this a lot times. It never changed, but I normally keep all of my references from the day that I start in this community. Okay, so I normally add all of the information, everything. I summarize it, like whatever references that I found on the internet, or I got inspiration from anybody in the planner community when we talk, and then there's something that relates to my life, I will just automatically add everything in this. So that's why I call it life binder, because it's like my guide. Yeah, so it's just like a guide for me. And the setup of it's always the same. I've never changed the setup since I started. I just keep on adding. Yeah, so the differences is the inside, the content and references will be changing. If the references or information is not valid to me, I'll just automatically, like, I don't keep it anymore. Okay, so the first tab that I have in here is my goal. Okay, I have goal setting, related to my goal, everything that I need, but I have more specific because I thought that this insert will be that it's like a small space for me. Well, technically, personally, it's actually small, but it's still handy to me, and yeah, it's an easy access for me. But so that's why I have another one. This is from Mr. DIY. It's like an A4 size, so this is where I plan all of my goals. I reflect on them in here. So I only have that for first section, and then the second section is my references. This is where the references that I talked about earlier, it's all about the whatever that come up, like planner setup, what to add in my planner, the things I love, information about, I don't know, sort of things. There's a lot of things that I like for now. Okay, so everything goes in here. I will show you later. And then I do have a finance section, health, Okay, so I do have like medicine tracker, used to be. And then there's like my faith things. Private is mostly like password and related to accounts, the bank account numbers and stuff like that I just need to keep up of. Yeah, so it goes in here. This is my life binder. Okay, like I said, setup is just a normal setup. I do have like side tabs and sort of like that. And yeah, so the first few pages, I do have a planner lineup. I keep track all of my planners. Like I keep track how many planner that I own and what are they for. So this is like the first style that I use, like most planner that I use by categories. I don't know why I do this, but it really helps me to make sure that I use each and every planner that I own. Then it grows. This is the number of planners that I have. For personal ring, this is the amount of planner. And then there's the other rings, which is the other sizes. Most of them I've already, either I give them away or I sold it off. But most of it are still here. I do own like book and strings, like TN Traveler's Notebook. I still have them, but I don't use them right now. Maybe in the future, perhaps, but for now, I'm comfortable with rings. So I do have this freebie on my blog. It's called a planner lineup, and if you are interested on how to use your planner lineups for like multiple planners, okay, so I shared on how to use multiple planners, because you don't need to use them every single day. You can use like yearly, bi-monthly, or monthly, or weekly. I mean, you do not have to own everything. That's how you use multiple planners, that you don't need to use that one time at once. Like every planner that you own, you don't need to use that. Okay, but you can use on a specific month or specific time. Yeah, so in 2020 I do have the planner system that I have like 20 planners. Honestly, it didn't work out because the factors of our surrounding, like pandemic happens and stuff like that. I get demotivated. Okay, I get demotivated, and then when I repurpose, like to reset all of my purpose, I do drop everything. I do drop them, and it's okay. I mean, this is just a plan, right? So, but at least I get it to have that plan. Okay, and then moving on, I do have this is from 2018. This is the first style. I mean, I think 2017 and 2018 is the year where I start to actually make section each of my categories that I just listed or referenced it from previous years when I first joined Planner Addict. I mean, it's not joining, it's just that you came across Planner Addict, that type. So, and then you found things leads to another and another. So I collect all of the whatever information that relates to my life, and I think that is that I can use in the future. So that's how I put everything in the reference. But you have to spend some time to actually write all of the references in the, well, just make a list and stuff like that. Yeah, so 2018 is the year when I started reorganizing my life. And then I start having a planner system. I actually want to do this type of video on my YouTube, but yeah, I couldn't have time. I don't know why, but now I'm just gonna go live today and just save it on my IGTV, so whoever wants to watch it, and they can watch on my IGTV. Okay, so yeah, so this is the index that I have in my planner in 2018. I still have it because most of it are the same. Example, I still have my goals in my planner. I still have my yearly at a glance. I do drop down birthday sheets. Sometimes I just I don't, not sometimes, I don't wish people birthdays anymore. I don't know why, but of course I do have birthday celebration with my family, but it's just a spontaneous time where we say that, oh, I have a birthday coming up next week. Okay, where do we want to go, what we want to do, and that's like on the spot, and not like trying to figure out or plan in advance. Yeah, so yeah, and then I do have my monthlies. I still have my monthlies. I still have my weeklies. I'm coming back to my vertical weeklies that I'm still using. And yeah, then my daily pages, note pages, expenses, and everything is here are still, how to say, relevance to what I have currently, right? So that's why I say in this life book is just more of my references of everything that I have. Next one I have right here is the planner setup. I normally, when I want to set up my planner, and this is the most fun thing to do, and I really love to do this. That's why I'm in this planner community, trying to get inspiration and having a planner as well. Besides planning, I love to also decorate it to make it beautiful. So that's why I have this planner setup. So this is my planner setup in 2019. I normally start off with a lot of brain dump on the insert or like this system itself first before I jump into like what to add in my planner, like the decorative stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, I normally do that. Yeah, this is when I want to subcategories on multiple planners, what is it for and stuff like that. These are following all of my goals, my main goals that I have. As you can tell, I'm just like flipping it through. My index tab is, you can see, oh, this is something else actually. Okay, so yeah, and I also did this for last year to repurpose back what I actually need in my planner, and this is what I came up with, like the main things. So when I have this for next year, it's gonna be easy. Okay, when I want to set up for a new month, or then for a new year, this is going to be very handy for me because I have already listed down everything I have for my goals section. I have for my self-care, like what I need. Everything's are in here. Look at that. Oh, by the way, my self-care is on my YouTube. If you want to know the flip through, you can get the information there on my YouTube for self-care. So yeah, goal setting, self-care, my Ramadan list. That's how I do for my Ramadan this year. I still have all of my information that I can easily get for also my faith dailies, what I want to do. Yeah, and then I haven't got the chance to actually sit and plan for my social media business and home improvement. This will be my another project that I want to do for the next, I guess, terms for now. So yeah, and then I do have for financials as well. So this is like I said, if you have all this, you can easily set up everything for next year. And hi Izati. So yeah, for like this, if you have a guide like this, maybe you don't want to start for this year, but you can gather every possible references that you found, and then you write everything here in your list sections, so that next year you have all this list for you to, you know, start making them, start implementing them in your planner, so on. Okay, so I do have a key index right here. This is what I used when I was in my university days, and yeah, I have a key index. I do have like information from Vienna Ortiz when I watch videos, planner flip throughs, plan with me and stuff like that. I do write notes if it meant to be something that applicable to me, so that I will write in here. So this is one of my keys if you want a screenshot. Okay. And yeah, like I said, this is all about references from my live project. So this one will be up in my blog. I will make sure to post this one up, and this is what I use to every time when I want to set up my planner, and even to have an ideas on what to actually have in a planner. This is the list that I have. And by the way, it's not beautiful when I started. I actually write it on a piece of paper, and then I start writing it back again because I wanted to make it a references. Hi guys, thank you for joining. If you want to watch the previous whatever that I just talked about just now, you can watch my IGTV. I will be posting this one up on my IGTV. Okay, yeah. This is something about my personality. I have it inside here just to remind myself. That's what I say. If sometimes when life hits or something that came up, okay, I can just refer to all of these references. Okay, let me just flip what I have. Okay, then this is the Caroline planners that I love so much watching her. So there are a few of my favorite videos I do watch, and they give inspiration and stuff like that. So yeah, this is about faith journey. So I attended Aisha, the Quran tag girl. Yeah, I attend her, I think like a free, not free, something like she made a talk on strengthening your relationship with the Quran. This is like before Ramadan, I think 2 years ago. Is it 2 years ago? I didn't write the year, but it meant something to me, and I took notes, and this was during the class that she was explaining stuff like that. As you can tell, it's just a random notes and just highlights. You don't need actually to have a beautiful layout, you know, you just write it down. And then I came across a plan, you plan with me, and somehow whatever that she's talking about, I make notes, and then yeah, it's just here if I want to make that in my planner soon, but not now. So yeah, that's how I normally take notes, more to planning related video and related topics. Yeah. This is how the get things done method. This is something that I really wanted to share with you, because of course you can just read the book, you know, sometimes we just need a, what do you call that, like physical images for us to imagine. So I will try my best to share this. It will be in my next series perhaps. So yeah, and yeah, there's questions people always ask me, so I always put it here. Some of them I might have already shared on my YouTube, so you can view them on my YouTube. So this is like for goal setting. All of these are just like references. Still, it's it's not for now, okay? All these references are not now, for now, like to do it now. It's just for, it's for later reference, you know, when times come, this will be handy. That's why I have all this in my planner. And most of them, some, okay, there's some, like the one that I'm flipping it, are like the freebies from the people who talks about planner system, and you have to search for them on YouTube, okay? And yeah, so Malaysian holidays, I have this in my planner just in case. And there's like US holidays as well. It's good and handy because last time I used to buy international, so I know when to actually save up my money and then wait for the sales go up. Okay, and then this is actually my index, supposed to be an index to me. And then this is when I started faith journal, not journal but journey. Okay, so that's what I have. And then there's habit. I can find it that you can find tons of references on Pinterest, but of course just take the one, because it's going to be overwhelming that you will choose everything, right? So pick the ones that are important to you. Maybe you will use it for the future, not now. And then I also have this planner setup. It's a planner customization actually. So this is how I want my planner to be. So there's 2 person right here in Malaysia that you can customize your planner. Number 1 is the Buku Girl. The second one is Yard Lettersmith. By the way, the one that I'm currently using right now is Yard Lettersmith. I love it. So I give their measurement. I give how I want my length and the measurement and stuff like that. The pockets, you know, like top load, side load, whatever. You can just ask them. So I just feel that it's lucky that we in Malaysia right here, we have people who can craft planner binder. If not, it's gonna be hard. But yeah. Okay, so moving on, we are heading to my future goals. Why, like all the question of whys. So I love to look back at this because it gives me purpose. Like I can refine and define my purpose again and again and again. That's how I actually, this. Okay, I can just show you this. This was actually my actual planning, the goal, the steps. The goal, the purpose that I want, and then I go into the steps. Like, what do you actually need to do in order for you to complete the goal? So, yeah. It's gonna be time consuming if I tell you to even experience it. It's gonna be time consuming. You have to wait. You have to be patient on whatever that you're doing. You don't need to be perfect in everything. So, yeah. Hi guys, thank you for joining. If you missed out for the first half, this live will be go on IGTV and you can watch again. Okay. You're already moving on to my health section. Okay, I do have some goals right here. Okay, so health section, I have the pocket like this. This one I made myself using craft paper, and I just like fold it into half and then another half. Then I just punch holes and make it like a slot, and I also can open it up. I keep everything like my card, bills, for everything that's for medical purposes is all in here. Okay. I know it's like a bit small. Okay. If you prefer to have it in like A4 size, go ahead. Okay. But this is just a perfect size for me to handle everything because I love personal ring. Okay, financial is morely to Okay, I can show you this. So this is how Malaysian money works that I asked. Okay, I asked because before I was in university, I couldn't get the figure on how to actually, because when I saw the system in international other than Malaysia, so the money of course is different, right? So when they have it bi-weekly, they get their money bi-weekly, and we actually get it like per month, right? So that this is how I set up my money and my income. Like I have 2-3 ways on how to actually budget my money. Yeah, so something like that. Like when you get the paydays, you minus your bills, divide by 4 weeks, and then budget it by per week. And that's when you see you will have like no more money actually. So this is what we call a zero budgeting. If you search on YouTube, you will find zero budgeting style of planning, which is you minus off your bills, any tax, any whatever payment that you have to do for that month. You have already set that aside, and then you divide it for 4 weeks because that's where your spending is. What's left over, I don't think so. Majority in Malaysia, if we do that zero budget style, normally we will only have around like 100 per week, and that is actually sick. Okay, but then you have to try how you and your style of doing. So there's another way, which is like me, I do sometimes have my income like middle of the month, end of the month, depending. So that's another way. So that normally this is how I do. Okay, if you have other things to do, and yeah. And then this is my tracking for GP Studio. I do subscribe to a planner kit actually. I love planner kit, and that time was, I think, yeah, when is it? December. I didn't write the date, the year, sorry. But yeah, that's the subscription box that I have to pay every month. And then I have bills for life insurance, PTPTN, student loan. And this is how I used to track, okay, my spending, online spending. This is when I want to go to US actually. So this is the planning to the US embassy and stuff like that. Yeah. And then to the health section. I really like this because I think it's very handy to have a health section in your planner, because you can track when is your last time to visit the doctor, whatever, sick, fever, sort of like that. You can track them in here. Okay, and this is from Peanuts Planner Co. insert. My dad's medication list, my mom medication list, my medication list. So I have like their names on it. When I do have a fever, I have a chronic fever if I have a fever. Okay, so alhamdulillah, I'm good. It's been 2 years. I'm good. So I have no fever for now. It's in control. I have all the list of medications and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all in there. And this is the tracker of my health. I've shown this a lot of times, and this helped me a lot. But since these 2 years, I'm not sick. Alhamdulillah. So I don't track. Okay, I think for 2 years I tracked my health condition because it was just intense. Okay, into the hospital was just crazy. Okay, so yeah, look at that. It's crazy. Okay, when you have the full sickness in a month like this, it's just crazy. and I cannot do anything, but I can plan my, that's how I think I find time. I rest and I find time for my research and stuff like that. This is for my water intake. Yeah, so that's the medication. See, I make it all pretty because I don't want to be sick and sad. So I make it all pretty and stuff like that. And yeah, this is for my water intake. Normally I'll be good in 1 month like this, but then I stopped. Normally it's something like this. We are hyped to do things, or motivated to do a tracker, but end up we lost it. But it's okay. I mean, you're gonna look back and it's okay. Continue where you left. That's all. More quotes. Yeah, this is my faith journey, I think. Oh, and then my social media tracker. I stopped. Okay, I stopped tracking because I don't want to hard sell all of my values. People will see what I do, and I do not need to find them or try my best to be the top, because no matter what, people will value what I do, people will see me. So I just keep going. Okay, so this is like my cleaning section. Like I said, this has been like the longest in my planner. I have it like the longest, but I don't do it now, but perhaps in the future I may need it. And all of these are on Pinterest. Of course, there's like a lot. Every single day people will have new content, but whatever that suits you, pick it up and then save it, and probably you will use it in the future. And this one is the best. It's from Kemas Rumah with Honey. So Dr. Honey, my niece, is one of my favorite, and she's also one of the planner addicts. I know her from there. And this sister, she created the Kemas Rumah with Honey on FB, and everybody cleans their house, and it's just therapeutic to watch, and nobody judge. That's the best thing, like nobody judge. And I love that, like the vibe of it, and you get inspiration from it. So yeah, this was last year when we are in quarantine, but I managed to do only 2 things. But it's still a win. And then my password, I took it out because of course private and confidential. Yeah, so that's the end of my life planner flip through that I really want to post it up on YouTube, but I don't. So this will be on my IGTV. So if this gives you inspiration, I am so gladly for you to use it. I mean, if I could help you in any way, and that makes me proud. Okay, that's made me that just you give me happiness. And let's try our best. This life isn't perfect, so we do how we want, right? Okay, so few things that I wanted to share you with my goal book or my goal setting progress. I'm just gonna share you a little bit before I end. This is from Mr. DIY, by the way. Okay. Well, I did attend a goal free courses, basically, and it says that when you will find it interesting, okay, to have all of this set up when you are ready. If you are not ready, okay, if you are not ready in setting up your goals, or even to have a planner to schedule it, to make things done, or finding a system, you will never be ready. But if you are, you will keep on looking for it and making sure that you have progress. Yeah, that's something that a takeaway from the class that I attend on that course. So this is what I came up with. Like, there's questions Actually, there's question everywhere on the internet. You can find all the question and start writing down, and it will help you to refine and define your purpose in life. What do you want to do and what are you gonna do? Okay, because these goals are something that I can just tell you what are these steps, but most of it you have to do it your own. Okay, so in this book I have like let me show you, where is it? Okay, like look into the future type of questions. You have like this type of questions: what are you going to do in the next 10 years? What have you done in look back to the decade? What have you done? Okay, everything will fall into place when you actually see where you are right now. Yeah, so these are the goals that I really want to do in my life, and I want to achieve it. Okay, and then I will make sure to have this also. If money wasn't an issue, what do you want to do? You know, something like that. And then I have started in 2019, so now of course it's going to be something in this year. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to like repurpose again, because since the pandemic everything changes. So yeah, I also have things that I want to look forward for. That's why I said it's a very good thing that you do have one book for all your goals, and everything is there. Yeah, so I have my what is this, my 5-year plans. Okay, I just recently started my 5-year plans. This is the current year, so I am 27 and I have a long way to reach 30. And so I've already started planning for my 2022. Yeah, and then I have a few more pages to look on my progress. Yeah. Okay, so this video is not gonna be in my YouTube. I'm gonna post it on my IGTV. So yeah, this is end of my video for now. So thank you for watching, thank you for staying, and I'll see you again and talk to you and share more things with you. Okay, bye.